Welcome to State College, Pennsylvania. Beaver Stadium, they call it Happy Valley. But more times than not, if you are a visitor and the lights are on, you do not leave here happy. And these fans are ready for Penn State to kick off another season. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Nittany Lions ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking for a crease to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Shoots it to the left. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are 2 conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
42 Spider. 4-2.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Hines is waiting for 3 out to the 33.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play, and this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Harmon. He's got his man. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he fouls his way to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Here's the handoff.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Penn State!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brooks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Someplace.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, really has to be great, because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply didn't.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got enough for the 1st. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On second down, wants to throw it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Nice move to stay on his feet. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. Up to 45 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Power ahead. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brooks. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. To the ground with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Got him downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. He's going to fire deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to bring it out from deep. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits, makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs are wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Harmon. Quick completion on the out. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Discards a man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Not just do you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He'll heave it deep. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Plows through the defense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Takes the easy completion. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. Dragged down to the turf, but not before. Down. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll throw it on first down. Tosses it incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. The defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quick strike complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but he's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brooks. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch down the right side. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They say you play the analytics here and go for 2. I think it's too early for this. The snap sets up the throw. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he's running in the open. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum. Fires into traffic, picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season. What a momentum-changing play for his team.
First down here for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Harmon. Quick completion on the out route. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking for a man on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And this one splits the uprights. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Back to throw, it's Harmon. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Miami! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Coming out with it, it's Lang. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Line gets set, first down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Harmon. Getting some heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. There, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Here comes the offense on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Morris. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Trying to get to him. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating. They got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Canes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Number 24 with the carry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. A 3rd and long coming up here.
29 Philly.
Looking for a man. It's Harmon. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Leaves it with the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. He didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
42 Spider.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Miami 36, Penn State 31.
1st down to start the drive after the break.
3 and 25.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
36.
He'll bring it out. It's Brooks. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Running back searching for a hole. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Morris. All kinds of running room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Penn State! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it out. It's Brooks. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Wide out in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Looking to buy time. He'll turn it loose out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Got it in the middle. It's Abraham. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Canes are in the hurry-up. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 87 with the grab and the score.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Stanford. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Harmon. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give on the inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now on 2nd down. He's looking. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough to point of attack.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Touchdown, Miami! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And they tacked on the extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. And he'll bring it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got him, and nobody's close. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Harmon. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They're trying to get to it. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching